everybody's near that point, they're the ones capturing the point. So right now, we can see Kendall's team, the blue team, has got a lot of guys over there on the point, and they're capturing it. The bar up top tells you how close they are. And they've just captured it, so finally now they've got some more points on the board. And it looks like maybe this won't be a complete blowout.
We have to tell you that when Kendall decides to actually play for his team,
yeah, no, he's a good player.
He's kind of like a Terrell Owens, where, like, you know, sometimes he's there for you, he'll be a good teammate, and then a lot of times he just kind of wants to be a showboat.
We don't know whether or not he chokes during the playoffs. We really haven't had a season yet, so we don't know whether or not he's a pressure player.
So he might be like LeBron?
He could be a LeBron.
He could be a little bit of LeBron, yeah.
Absolutely.
So we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, the match ended.
The bad guys won.
Kendall's team lost.
Yeah. So maybe if we stop, messing with Kendall so much while he's playing, he might be able to show us some of his stuff.
Yeah.
I would kind of like to see him grab a loadout that he likes and just sort of stick with it for one game, just so we can kind of see him in his element for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean we're trying to show you
have a loadout you like,
a variety of weapons here.
Yeah.
So.
He's thinking about which one he's going to get on right now.
He's getting some direction from our floor director right now. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But
all right, so
they're about to begin the next match.
Here you can. Oh wait, actually it's showing us, but on the screen right now he was picking from his weapons locker. So as you make weapons, you actually have this big full-out weapons locker of weapons, and then you can define your loadouts by grabbing 2 at a time. So. Let's say you've made a guided missile healing support weapon, and you've named that. Like, let's say you've named that. What would that be? Long arm of the law or whatever. Long arm of the heal.
Yeah.
So then you've got that weapon there with your name sitting in your weapons locker, and then you can assign that to any loadout you want. So that plus your flame shotgun, now that would be a particular loadout you could use. And you could pick it anytime you die. You go, wait, no, it's time for me to switch to this loadout.
Yeah. Well, let's answer some more questions here. One of the MLG guys, Gohan, asked, will you be able to use a controller to play this on PC?
Good question. So, yeah, absolutely. We've got it. We're coming out Steam PC, but the team has actually wired it up so that a controller, if you've got a controller, USB controller, whatever, hooked up to your PC, that will work. And the controls on the controller are actually quite sweet.
Yeah, they're nice. They work really well.
Yeah.
And can you customize weapons like grenades? If yes, how much? This is from Adrian. I don't even know how to pronounce that last name. Don't even worry about it.
From Adrian, well, that's Cha. Maybe a Cha for the CZ. Yeah. Chapla. Okay, so you're going to be able to customize weapons and the way your dude looks and the way the weapon looks. So inside the weapon, there's a bunch of pieces. You'll be earning pieces as you level up and do things in the game. You put that together and you make your weapon. Now, the outside can also be customized section by section. So if you wanted, say, a red weapon with a gold barrel and gold trim, because you think maybe you're Iron Man or some other, then you could run around with that thing. And then your guy himself, you can get pieces, shirts and hats and eye patches and tighty-whities and whatever you want to do with your guy. And customize that. That's what we're going to be going out with for our beta testers here real soon as we expand out to get more beta testers.
And by the way, guys, make sure that you also go to loadout.com to sign up for the beta. We are accepting applications right now, and please just go sign up. We hope to get the beta out later this summer, hopefully sooner than later.
Yeah, when we say summer, that's the point where we're saying, like, everybody who wants in will be able to get in. But we are letting people in, like, gradually before that even, as the tech guys tell us it's okay. So definitely get yourself signed up. The earlier you are in there, the earlier you're going to get in and be able to play with us.
So, Mark, right now I'm using sniper shotgun. Mostly going to be using shotgun to get inside.
What the hell was I talking about before we talked about that, by the way? Oh, I didn't answer the question about grenades. So
grenades. Can you customize grenades?
Here's a really important thing to say. We are going to be supporting this game for years. I mean, we're going to be building on this. We got a ton of ideas of stuff we want to do, but we also want people to be playing the basic game. So we're going to get the game you're watching here out there so everybody can play it, and then we're going to start adding all kinds of stuff. We've already got ideas for how we're going to add like clan support built in there and do things so that if you're a clan, you've got all these interesting challenges and a long-form game where you're gaining territory and stuff. Customizing equipment is also on our list of stuff we want to do, so that grenades would be made by putting the same pieces you put in the weapon into grenades. Initially, no, it's not going to work that way, but yes, it's an awesome idea and something that's on our list of stuff that we're going to do as we roll out more and more features.
See, Kendall is on a 7-kill streak right now, showing off his muscle.
So sorry, we're back to Kendall and how awesome he is. All right, so what do you got? You got a sniper rifle?
Sniper and shotgun. I'm mostly using the shotgun.
What kind of sniper rifle you got? Is it a bullet or is it firing a beam or something?
Tesla. Firing Tesla.
Okay, so you got a Tesla sniper. Why Tesla? Is it do you like the near miss damage you get out of the electricity?
I just like seeing the body animation.
All right, so you like it for the animation. You're not using the fact that electricity gives you a little extra damage if you can't aim very well, right?
No, not for
Okay.
the art.
Did I insult you a little bit there?
I see what you're going.
No, I was just
9
'cause that
kill
was-
streak. 9.
And then but you also have a Tesla shotgun with you.
Yeah.
So you're full Tesla. You're electricity boy, running around.
I want a shock and awe.
Shock and awe. Got it. Very nice.
Got it. We have a few more questions here
Cool.
for you, Mark. Actually, we have one for you, Kindle.
Yeah.
This is from Nexy, your boy Nexy. He says, do you prefer to play with controller or keyboard and mouse? What are the advantages and disadvantages of both?
So I actually prefer mouse and keyboard.
And I'll move the mic closer to you.
Okay, actually, Nexy, I prefer mouse and keyboard. I feel like where the controller is better is in movement. Like you feel a little bit better moving around. You have a lot more control, but mouse and keyboard, obviously, I like sniping, and aiming is a lot better with mouse and keyboard, in my opinion. So.
Nice.
Of course, a lot of it is also what you're used to. There's some guys in here who are console shooter gamers, and they love the fact that we've supported the controller.
Yeah. We have another question from Gohan here. Will there be a ranking system?
Yes, there will.
And the answer is always yes.
Well, and in truth, here there really will be.
Yeah.
So I can take that in one of two ways. So I'll answer both. Internally, the game will be tracking how good you are and how good the opposition is you're playing and how good your teammates were. So we're using a true gamer and ELO type score so that as you're playing the game, internally the game is keeping track of how awesome you are. And then that way matchmaking will tend to put you against people who are also good, as good as you are. Secondly, in terms of if you're talking about like ladders and things like that, yes, absolutely. It'll be done sort of more offline at first, where we'll have forums and things where people can arrange ladders, and then we're going to start baking that in when the clan support comes in. A big part of the clan support is to kind of formalize more, I guess, structured tournament type play, so that people who really want to show off their stuff and be against like teams can do that.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that we learned at PAX East when we actually got this game in the public eye for the very first time was that a lot of people love to watch the craziness, shenanigans that actually unfold, especially during this particular game mode, because matches can get really, really close and really tight, and it's really hard to take over those control points, especially that one that you'll see later on the bridge of this level, which is very difficult to control when you have two really good teams playing really well together. So we hope to have, rankings, clans, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. And again, with the clan update that we're planning, hopefully, like let's say some number of months after we were open and everybody's playing it, that'll be one of the biggest features the team then shifts over and starts getting onto. And again, I can't give you an exact timeline because really it's ready when it's good, when we want people to be playing it.
Yeah.
So when the clan support comes in, that includes a lot of stuff like being able as a team to say have your own server even. Like a clan can have a clan server, and that way they can control the settings there.
Yeah.
And you could set up your clan server then as a tournament server, and then that would be a place you would go and be able to play your tournament games.
We have another question here from Stefan, who says, did you say Steam PC? What about Steam Mac? I've never used Steam before.
Got it. Steam Mac is coming soon after Steam PC. I'm told that's on the grand scheme of things, that's a small tech challenge. Right now, all of our tech guys are really handling the how do we let lots and lots of people come in and play together on the game. And so Steam PC is the main thing that we're focusing on right now. If you've never done Steam before, it's free. It's really actually quite easy to get yourself set up to do it. So you would just go to Steam, download Steam, and then if you're a beta tester, Loadout is going to be there on your list of games, and you click it and you're rolling.
Yeah, and we got some good questions here. X Robbie asked, will there be hats for this game?
There will be hats in addition. So the personalization like of your character. Right now, everybody you're seeing in this is just rolling around in the standard outfit. We've got a lot of different pieces that you can mix and match and make your guy look the way that you want it to. Yeah. So we've got a variety of, say, example, T-shirts, tank tops, more elaborate things like leather jackets or metal armor, pirate patches, a bunch of different hats, a bunch of different pants,
Yeah,
no pants if that's the way you roll.
Butt naked if you wanted.
Butt naked if you want. Butt naked is an option.
I mean, we have
pixelated butt naked.
We have an amazing art team here.
I
mean, at Edge of Reality, the art director, his guys, they have created some awesome. I mean, obviously great animations. The style is great. So pretty much whatever you can imagine, you'll be able to hopefully customize your character with. We're actually really excited about getting those customizations in there.
Yeah, because there's going to be a ton of different pieces. People will be able to express what they want their guy to look like, and there's a lot of really high-quality art coming out of that team that you're going to be able to play around with.
Yeah. We have a kind of a two-part question here. Nexi also asked, is there a spectator mode? Will there be a spectator mode one day? And then someone else asked, do you guys plan to support this game competitively? Those are kind of hand in hand, and and the answer is obviously with competitive gaming, we have to wait and see. We are trying to implement a spectator mode right now.
In fact, actually, I got a little bit of news on that because it was yesterday morning. The gameplay programmer came in, kind of stuck his head in my office and said, "Hey, I was here late last night. I've got spectator mode going."
Yeah.
So he's got a mode where you can fly around kind of in a freeform cam, and then you can switch and follow any player you want. So,
and our lead programmer looks like Kratos, so he can accomplish anything if he wants.
Yes, he can
Absolutely.
He can kill gods even if he wanted to.
If he wanted to, easily.
If he wanted to, with the right weapon.
Yes.
So spectator mode is in. It's available. We're being able to use it here, and then that will be something we'll make available to the competitive circuit.
Yeah, and ideally, we would love. I mean, that's the one thing that we realized at PAX East when we were there, is that people love to watch this game, and it's definitely very challenging for shooters to compete well in competitive gaming and MLG and IPL and whatnot. Mainly due to the fact that
you still take it though.
That spectator mode is probably the bread and butter, and that's what makes games like League of Legends so popular among spectators in StarCraft, because you can pretty much see the whole battlefield. So we're trying to implement something like that for Loadout. We noticed a lot of people at PAX East really enjoyed watching this game and watching other people play it, especially when matches were very close. So obviously it's something we would love to support. And Gohan asked, how much will the game cost?
For you,
everybody gets
nothing.
A free copy.
For you, special deal, free. We're working under free to play. So, and then now I can already hear the thousands of voices going, is it pay to win?
Well, we have Lucky G ask, how will microtransactions work?
Awesome.
Will there be paid exclusives, or can anything be unlocked through gameplay? And you have a great answer for that.
So the easy summary, and I can go into more details, but the easy summary is anything that you can buy, you can also earn inside the game. Okay, so anything functional that makes you a better player inside the game that normally you'd be able to pay for. Yeah. You can also earn just through gameplay. So there's nothing that's like, the $500 weapon that's 10 times better than anything else that only the paid people get. We're not doing anything like that.
Yeah.
A lot of the weapon crafting is actually about choices and what you want to do, as opposed to like ranking up and getting much, much better guns. It doesn't work that way. You can go in with the beginning kind of weapon set.
Yeah.
And totally kick butt. In fact, Kendall is using kind of stock weapons here. I don't think these are handcrafted weapons that he's using.
Yeah, and it's the one thing we don't want the game to be. We don't want it to be a game where you feel like you have to spend tons and tons of money to be good at. I mean, the game is centered around really an audience that's more geared to like play style, playing well. Like Mark said, anything in the game you can earn just by playing it. And it really is one of those shooters that I think people can pick up and play and really enjoy, because obviously you've seen some of the animations. Dying is kind of half the fun in this game, and a lot of games may not feel that way, but in Loadout you'll certainly kind of appreciate the way your character can die in some pretty gruesome ways.
Right, and I mean, there's plenty of opportunities for us with microtransactions to do things so that fans of the game can pay for extra stuff and us not to mess with the way the game works. Because fundamentally we want a ton of people coming in, playing the game, leveling up, having a great time with it, and telling other people this is an awesome game. That's the way the game is actually going to grow for us. We don't have like a huge marketing budget where we're roping in 1 million people to sucker you into money. Like, we need the players of this game to go, this is an awesome game, come in and play it with me. So fundamentally, anything functional that you can buy, you can also earn. The leveling up system makes sure that you've got a bunch of really basic stuff early on, as well as some interesting like unique items so that you can make your own stuff. And then you're going to show weapon crafting now.
So we are going to show this now.
One last thing, though, is that there are actually even items that you can only earn that you can't buy. So that's where our brains are at. Is we want to encourage the person who's playing the game to have an awesome.
And come to PAX Prime later in August.
Come to PAX Prime, yeah.
Because we'll be giving away special in-game items that you guys can only get there.
Yeah.
We're going to show weapon crafting real quick. Kindle is going to basically show you his Zeus rocket.
I'm going to switch it.
You're going to switch it around, change it up some? Okay, so I guess, click on randomize some just so we can see